Did you know that Vietnam not only boasts stunning coastlines and renowned cuisine, but is also one of the countries with the most unique and fascinating customs on the planet? Here, in this vibrant corner of Southeast Asia, life unfolds in a rhythm that is both ancient and ceaselessly adapting. From the bustling streets, a torrent of human activity, to the everyday life on the sidewalks that often amazes Western tourists, everything here creates a distinct identity. The air itself seems to hum with a different kind of energy, a testament to a culture deeply rooted in community, resilience, and a profound connection to its environment. If you ever thought you understood this country, perhaps the following facts will completely change your mind. We often see the surface, the conical hats, the emerald rice paddies, but beneath this lies a complex and beautiful tapestry of human behavior, woven from threads of tradition and modernity. In today's video, we'll decode 15 surprising and emotionally resonant facts about daily life in Vietnam, observing the intricate dance of its people as they navigate their world with ingenuity and grace. This journey is for those who seek to look closer, to understand more deeply. It is a celebration of the human spirit in all its diverse and wonderful forms. If you're passionate about exploring new perspectives on cultures, remember to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button to join us on this journey. Together, we will venture into the heart of Vietnam, not as tourists, but as quiet observers, ready to be astonished. In the relentless tropical sun, a remarkable adaptation has emerged. As dawn breaks and the heat begins to build, the streets of Vietnam's cities witness the assembly of a silent, enigmatic army. These are not warriors of myth, but ordinary people, students, office workers, mothers on their way to the market. They are clad head to toe in protective layers, long-sleeved jackets, gloves that extend to the elbow, full face masks and sunglasses. Only their eyes are visible, peering out at the world from behind this formidable shield. For the uninitiated visitor, the sight can be startling, a true culture shock. This legion, often dubbed the Ninja Army, moves with a quiet purpose through the urban chaos. Their attire is not a fashion statement, but a critical piece of survival equipment in this climate. It is a deeply ingrained strategy to protect the skin not only from the scorching ultraviolet rays, but also from the dust and pollution of the city. This is a testament to human ingenuity, a practical solution to an environmental challenge, woven into the very fabric of daily existence. What we are observing is a fascinating interplay between culture and environment. While Western cultures might seek a sun-kissed tan as a symbol of leisure, here fair skin has long been associated with beauty and a life lived away from arduous manual labor. This collective behavior, this uniform of the everyday, reveals a shared understanding and a communal response to the world they inhabit. It is a silent, moving testament to how a society adapts, protects, and defines itself against the powerful forces of nature. In many parts of the world, the sidewalk is merely a thoroughfare, a place to pass through. But here in Vietnam, it transforms. It becomes something else entirely, a vast open-air living room. As the day unfolds, small plastic chairs, often no bigger than those found in a child's playroom, appear as if from nowhere. They cluster together in small, intimate groups, inviting passers-by to pause, to rest, to connect. This is the domain of Tra Ja, or iced tea, the humble elixir that fuels countless conversations. Here life is lived in public, a spectacle of quiet community. Friends gather after a day's work, Their voices a low murmur against the city's symphony. Elders sit in comfortable silence, observing the ceaseless flow of life before them. Some may produce a ju kai, a traditional bamboo pipe, packing it with strong tobacco. The sharp, gurgling sound as they smoke is a quintessential note in the soundscape of the Vietnamese street, a ritual passed down through generations. This is more than just a place to sit. It is a social institution. It is where bonds are forged, news is exchanged, and the simple act of being together is cherished. The sidewalk becomes an extension of the home, breaking down the barriers between public and private space. It is a powerful display of a culture that values community and connection above solitude, a living, breathing testament to the idea that the most meaningful moments often happen not behind closed doors, but out in the open, under the wide sky. One might imagine that a restaurant bestowed with the culinary world's highest honor, a Michelin star, would be a place of white tablecloths, hushed tones, and prohibitive prices. But in Vietnam, such logic is turned on its head. Here, some of the most sublime culinary experiences on earth are not found in opulent dining rooms, but on the bustling street, served from humble carts to patrons perched on diminutive plastic stools. This is the great equalizer, the street food stall. Look closely at the scene. A businesswoman in a sharp suit sits elbow to elbow with a construction worker in his dusty clothes. A family shares a single bowl of fragrant pho, their laughter mingling with the sizzle of the wok. A tourist, guided by a sense of adventure, points tentatively at a dish they cannot name. Here, on these tiny plastic chairs, all are equal. Status, wealth, and background dissolve in the shared democratic pursuit of a delicious meal. This is not merely about convenience or affordability. It is a profound cultural statement. It speaks to a belief that the quality of food, its flavor, its history, is what truly matters, not the grandeur of its surroundings. The street is the ultimate theater of gastronomy, where chefs, often with decades of experience perfecting a single dish, perform their art for all to see. It is a celebration of community, where the simple, universal joy of eating brings everyone together in a vibrant, egalitarian feast. To the unaccustomed eye, crossing a road in a major Vietnamese city like Hanoi or Ho Chi Minh City appears to be an act of sheer madness, a dance with chaos. There is no clear break in the traffic, no silent parting of the waves. Instead, there is a continuous, flowing river of motorbikes, a metallic shoal that seems impenetrable. The temptation for a visitor is to wait for a gap that will never come, to remain stranded on the shore of the sidewalk indefinitely. But the locals know the secret. They understand the unwritten rules of this urban ballet. The key is not to wait nor to run, but to step out with intention and to walk at a slow, steady, and predictable pace. One must become a stone in the river, allowing the current to flow around you. The thousands of riders are not individual reckless agents. They are part of a single fluid organism that anticipates, adapts, and avoids. They read your pace, your trajectory, and adjust their own in a remarkable display of collective spatial awareness. To successfully navigate this torrent is to achieve a small but deeply satisfying victory. It is a rite of passage for any visitor, a moment where you move from being a spectator to a participant in the city's rhythm. For the local, it is an unconscious skill, a daily meditation in trust and flow. This is not chaos, it is a highly complex, self-organizing system, a beautiful and thrilling example of human cooperation in one of the most dynamic environments on Earth. In the digital age, connectivity is a currency, and in many places it comes at a premium. Yet in Vietnam, a different philosophy prevails. One can wander into almost any cafe, from the trendiest urban establishment to the most humble roadside stall, and find two things in abundance. Incredibly cheap iced tea, often costing less than a single US dollar, and a fast, free and reliable Wi-Fi connection. This is not simply a business tactic, it is a reflection of a deeper cultural value. The act of providing a space for people to gather, to work, to communicate, is seen as a fundamental part of hospitality. The cafe owner is not just selling a drink. They are offering a temporary home, a digital hearth. For the price of a simple glass of traja, one is welcome to stay for hours, to tap away on a laptop, to connect with family across the globe, or simply to watch the world go by. This remarkable accessibility fosters a unique social landscape. Students without reliable internet at home come to study. Digital nomads find a productive haven. Friends linger for an entire afternoon over a single order. It demonstrates a culture of sharing and trust, an unspoken agreement that community and connection are worth more than the profit from a quick turnover of tables. It is a quiet, generous act, repeated millions of times a day across the country, weaving a digital and social safety net for all. In the ever-present theatre of the Vietnamese sidewalk, another fascinating scene frequently unfolds. A simple chair, a mirror propped against a tree or a lamp post, and the crisp snip-snip of scissors. This is the sidewalk barbershop, a profession practiced in the full view of the public, stripped of all pretense. Here, the boundary between workplace and public space simply dissolves into the humid air. The barber, often a man who has honed his craft over many years, works with a focused calm amidst the city's relentless energy. Motorbikes stream past just inches away, vendors call out their wares, and pedestrians navigate around his small domain. Yet in his chair, his client finds a moment of stillness, a small ritual of grooming and care. The service is swift, skillful, and incredibly affordable, a practical solution for the working man. This practice tells a story of resourcefulness and the intimate connection between people and their environment. Why confine a service to four walls when the city itself can be your salon? It is an act of trust, both for the barber who sets up his trade in the open and for the customer who submits to his care in such a public setting. It is a living portrait of daily life, where essential services are woven seamlessly into the rhythm of the street, open and accessible to all. Long before the city fully awakens to the roar of its traffic, a quieter, more graceful energy stirs in its green spaces. As the first light of dawn filters through the trees of public parks, a remarkable gathering takes place. People of all ages emerge from their homes, not to rush to work, but to partake in a communal ritual of movement and well-being. This is the morning exercise, a daily spectacle of health and community. Here you will see groups of elderly women moving in perfect, slow-motion synchrony through the ancient forms of Tai Chi. Their movements are fluid, a gentle dance that belies their age. Not far away, a different rhythm takes hold, as a crowd follows an instructor in a high-energy aerobics class. The upbeat music, a cheerful counterpoint to the city's waking sounds. Elsewhere, the sharp thwack of a shuttlecock echoes as pairs engage in spirited games of badminton, their court lines drawn by imagination. This is more than just exercise, it is a social institution. It is a time to greet neighbors, to share stories, and to start the day with a sense of collective purpose and vitality. It showcases a deep-seated understanding of the importance of physical and mental health, and the belief that it is best pursued not in isolation, but as a community. In these parks, at this magical hour, the city reveals its softer, more communal heart, a testament to a culture that actively cultivates well-being. To enter a traditional Vietnamese market is to immerse oneself in a vibrant sensory world. The air is thick with the scent of fresh herbs, exotic fruits, and sizzling street food. But beyond the sights and smells, another, more subtle activity is constantly at play: the art of bargaining. For an outsider, it can be intimidating, but for the local, it is an essential and expected part of the transaction. It is not an argument, it is a conversation. The dance begins with a question. A price is named. Then comes the counteroffer, delivered with a smile, perhaps a feigned look of surprise. This is not about cheating or disrespect. It is a social ritual, a game of skill and charm. The vendor and the customer engage in a delicate negotiation, a back and forth that tests wit and builds a fleeting but genuine human connection. The goal is to arrive at a price that feels fair to both parties, a point of mutual satisfaction. Mastering this art is a sign of a savvy local. It demonstrates respect for the tradition and an understanding of the market's unwritten rules. To simply accept the first price can sometimes be seen as naive or even dismissive of the ritual. This daily economic ballet, played out thousands of times over, is more than just commerce. It is a form of social interaction that reinforces community ties and keeps the marketplace alive with a dynamic human energy. There's one special time each year when the busy cities of Vietnam seem to take a break, holding their breath for something big. This is Tet, the Lunar New Year. It's the most important party on the Vietnamese calendar. It's not about big parties in town squares. Instead, it's a huge trip home for everyone, back to their family's house, back to their roots. The cities get quiet as millions of people travel to their hometowns, like a big wave of people moving. The weeks before Tet are super busy with getting ready. Houses are cleaned very carefully to get rid of any bad luck from the old year. Streets and doors are decorated with kumquat trees full of fruit, which mean good luck. And there are branches of peach blossoms with their pretty pink flowers, showing that spring is coming. Kitchens smell amazing with traditional foods being cooked. The most famous is ban chung, which are sticky rice cakes with pork and beans, wrapped in banana leaves and cooked for many hours. Tet itself lasts for several days. It's a special time for family. The first day is just for your close family. Kids get lucky money in red envelopes, and everyone shows respect to the older family members. The next days are for visiting relatives, teachers and friends. It's a time to catch up and share good wishes for the new year. It's a very deep and important celebration of starting fresh family and history. It's like the main event of the whole year, reminding everyone what's really important, where they come from. In almost every Vietnamese home, from the smallest house in the countryside to the newest apartment in the city, there is a special holy spot. It's called the ancestral altar. It's a small, often fancy shrine that acts like the spiritual heart of the home. This isn't just for show. It's like a living doorway, a way to connect the world of people who are alive with the world of the ancestors who came before. People take great care of the altar. It has pictures of family members who have passed away, incense burners, fresh flowers, and different fruits or other gifts. It's a place where people show respect every day, before making a big choice, before going on a trip, or during celebrations like Tet, family members will light incense, bow their heads, and quietly talk to their ancestors. They ask for their blessings, advice, and protection. This practice of honoring ancestors is one of the most important parts of Vietnamese culture. It comes from the old idea of showing respect and duty, not just to parents who are alive, but to all the generations of the family you can't see. It creates a strong feeling of being connected, a belief that you are never truly alone, but are part of a long, unbroken line of family. The ancestors aren't gone. They are simply watching over a quiet, kind presence in the flow of everyday life. The Vietnamese street is a living, moving marketplace. Long before the first shops open their shutters and long after they close, the vendors are at work. They are a constant, dynamic presence, a roving symphony of commerce that brings the market directly to the people's doorsteps. These are the mobile merchants, the lifeblood of the neighborhood, carrying their wares on foot, on bicycles, or on motorbikes. One might be awakened by the distinctive call of a tofu pudding seller, a melodic cry that has echoed through the alleys for generations. Later, a woman will pass by, a bamboo pole balanced perfectly on her shoulder, bearing two heavy baskets overflowing with fresh pineapples or rambutans. A man on a bicycle, ingeniously modified to carry a mountain of brooms or a precarious stack of ceramics, navigates the narrow lanes with practiced ease, his arrival announced by a unique bell or horn. This is a microeconomy of incredible efficiency and intimacy. These vendors know their routes, their customers, and the daily rhythms of the neighborhoods they serve. They sell everything imaginable, from staple foods to household goods, offering a level of convenience and personal connection that a supermarket cannot replicate. They are not just sellers, they are familiar faces, part of the community's fabric. Their daily procession, a reliable and cherished feature of the urban landscape. To understand a Vietnamese city, one must first understand the motorbike. It is more than a mode of transport. It is the fundamental unit of urban life, the iron corpuscle in the city's bloodstream. With over 60 million registered motorbikes in the country, they dictate the pace, the sound, and the very shape of the urban environment. They are the great enablers, granting freedom and mobility to the masses. Observe the sheer versatility of this humble machine. It is a family car with a father, mother, and two children perched skillfully aboard. It is a delivery truck laden with a seemingly impossible cargo, a tower of beer crates, a full-length pane of glass, or a dozen live ducks. It is a mobile office, a school bus, a lover's chariot. The motorbike adapts to every conceivable need, a testament to the ingenuity and resourcefulness of the Vietnamese people. This dominance of two-wheeled transport creates a cityscape unlike any other. It allows for the existence of incredibly narrow alleyways, or hem, that are inaccessible to cars, but teem with life. It creates the unique traffic flow we have already witnessed, a system based on fluidity rather than rigid lanes. The hum of millions of small engines is the city's constant mantra, a sound that is not noise, but the very pulse of a nation on the move. Coffee is a serious affair in Vietnam, the world's second largest producer of the bean. But here it's not just a quick morning jolt, it's a culture, a ritual, a reason to slow down. The Vietnamese coffee shop, or Quán Cà Phê, is a social hub, a place for contemplation, conversation, and honestly, the enjoyment of some of the world's most unique coffee creations. The coffee itself is usually a dark, strong Robusta, dripped slowly through a small metal filter called a fin. The most famous and, well, surprising of these creations is Ca Phê Trung, or egg coffee. Invented in Hanoi during a time of scarcity when milk was unavailable, it's a stroke of culinary genius. A creamy, sweet foam made by whipping egg yolks with condensed milk is floated atop the strong black coffee. The result is not really a beverage, but a dessert in a cup, a rich velvety concoction that is both comforting and utterly surprising to the uninitiated palate. Beyond egg coffee, the variations are endless. Coffee with yogurt, coffee with coconut milk, coffee with sticky rice. Each cup is an invitation to pause. Unlike the grab-and-go culture of the West, here, coffee is meant to be savoured. People will sit for long periods watching the slow drip of the fin, a small act of patience that stands in defiance of the fast-paced world outside. It's a daily ritual that nourishes not just the body, but the soul. As the sun reaches its zenith, casting a harsh glare and just draining the energy from the day, a curious quiet descends upon Vietnam. The relentless pace of the morning slows, the hum of activity softens. This is the time for the midday nap, a cultural institution as ingrained as the morning coffee. In the West, it might be called a siesta, but here it's simply a practical and necessary response to the tropical climate. And this isn't a practice confined to the home. Walk through a city during this time, and you'll see a nation at rest in the most public of places. Shopkeepers doze in hammocks strung up inside their stores. Office workers lay out mats and sleep under their desks. Motorbike taxi drivers, the ex-homme, can be found asleep on the seat of their own bikes, their bodies perfectly balanced in repose. Even in some schools, time is set aside for children to nap. This collective pause is a powerful act of self-preservation. It's an acknowledgement that the human body has its limits, and that to fight against the peak heat is a waste of energy. By surrendering to it for a short while, one can recharge and return to the afternoon's work with renewed vigor. It's a testament to a culture that really prioritizes balance and well-being, understanding that true productivity comes not from constant work, but from a rhythm of effort and rest. To truly find the soul of a Vietnamese city, you have to leave the wide, noisy boulevards and venture into the hem, the labyrinthine network of narrow alleyways. These are the city's capillaries, hidden worlds that exist just feet away from the main arteries, yet feel like another universe entirely. Too narrow for cars, they're realms of relative peace, where the scale of life becomes intimate and human. Here, in these tight-knit corridors, the true meaning of community reveals itself. Doors are left open, and the life of the home spills out into the shared space. Neighbors are not strangers, but an extended family. They watch over each other's children, who play freely and safely in the lane. They share food, borrow ingredients, and gather on small stools in the evening to chat and unwind. A powerful social fabric is woven here, built on daily interaction and mutual support. These alleys are complete ecosystems. You'll find tiny shops, impromptu food stalls, and services like tailoring or shoe repair operating out of people's front rooms. Life is lived collectively, a stark contrast to the anonymous individualism of many modern cities. The Hem is a testament to the resilience of community spirit, a place where, despite the density of urban living, people have created a village-like atmosphere of trust, cooperation, and shared identity. And so, our journey through the vibrant tapestry of daily life in Vietnam comes to a close. We've witnessed the silent poetry of the ninja army, the communal spirit of the sidewalk cafe, and the democratic feast of the street food stall. We've navigated the flowing river of traffic and paused for the great midday rest. Each custom, each ritual, is a thread in a larger story. A story of adaptation, community, resilience, and a profound connection to place. These are not mere quirks or exotic habits. They're intelligent solutions and deeply held values made visible in the theatre of the everyday. They're the subtle, often unseen forces that shape one of the most dynamic and fascinating cultures on Earth. To observe them is to gain a deeper appreciation for the myriad ways in which human societies create meaning, order, and beauty in their lives. The true character of a country is found not in its grand monuments, but in these small, repeated, and heartfelt acts. If you thought you knew Vietnam, perhaps these glimpses into daily life have given you a new perspective. The country is not just a destination, but a living, breathing lesson in how to live together. Which of these customs surprised you the most? Let us know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys into the heart of world cultures. Thank you for watching.